Hello everyone, it's Maria Russell here with you today, and I hope you're all doing well. I am super excited to share today's video because I am back with the Not2Shabby design team, and this is my first video for the month of October. I will be creating 2 Halloween cards showcasing the Critter costume stamp set as well as the Dreamy Witch stamp set. I purchased the Dreamy Witch stamp set a while back and I wanted to use it for my cards today. So I have already stamped the images on some Nina Solar White cardstock, and I used my scan and cut machine to die cut them out. I really love this stamp set because of the thick lines, and you don't have to color the images first before you cut them on your scan and cut, and I really love these images. I'm not going to show you all of the coloring. I'm only going to show you how I colored the witch because there are a lot of images in the cards today, and this would have been so long if I showed you all of my coloring, but a lot of my subscribers are very interested in seeing how I colored the images, so I'm just going to leave this. You can totally skip this part if you don't want to see the coloring. It's totally up to you. I'm going to put some music on and then I'll be right back after this coloring is done. And here's what it looks like once they are all colored up, and I really love the images on this stamp set. And of course that Dreamy Witch is one of the cutest Halloween witch stamp set that I've ever seen, which is why I purchased them myself. And now I'm ready to create the Slimline card first. I have a panel of Bristol Smooth White cardstock, and I will be using the Trinity Stamps October Night Sky Stencil, which is also available at Jamie's shop. So I will be inking up the moon first. This is the harvest moon, which is why it's all yellowy. And then I'm going to create the night sky. And now I'm ready to add the spooky trees on the background, and instead of using the black soot, I'm going to use the Spectrum Noir alcohol proof dye ink in black. It takes a while for the black soot to dry, which is why I use this alcohol proof dye ink instead, because it dries up really quickly and I wouldn't mess up my background again. And before I assemble the card, I'm just going to mask the moon again and then spray some water to create more texture to the card. And to create my spooky scene, I die cut these little tombstones, and I'm just inking it up with some white pigment ink to create more texture to that background, and then I'm going to adhere them using my liquid glue and then start assembling the card. Ready to adhere this focal panel on a Slimline card base. The Slimline card base is sized at 8.5 by 7, folded in half, which is 3.5, and then I stamped the sentiment trick or treat, and now the first card is done. And to create the second card, I really wanted a simple card to showcase the main focal point, but I wanted some texture on the background, which is why I'm using this spider web stencil by Echo Park and just a really light gray ink. This is Fog gray ink from Simon Says Stamp. I'm just going to ink it up and then going to add some pattern paper from My Favorite Things and just going to cut a strip and then adhere that with this black strip just to ground my wedge. I'm just adding those bats to further decorate the card, stamping them with VersaFine Onyx Black ink, and then I have already stamped and heat embossed this sentiment from Newton's Nook. It's the Happy Halloween, and I die cut that with some black cardstock. I'm going to adhere this on an A2 size card base, and the second card is done. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. The supplies I use will be listed and linked in the description box below. Here are the two cards again, showcasing the Critter Costume Party stamp set and the Dreamy Witch stamp set. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you give this video a thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And thank you for stopping by, and happy crafting!